Okay, looking good there. All right, so it looks like Watt, W-A-T-T, is one of the highest, biggest gainers this morning, but it's really not a lot. It's only 29% up right now at the moment. Actually, I think it's more than that now. About 30% up. Well, okay, 30%, and but it did hit 3, so 50% up a little bit ago. But everything else is less than that. We have IFRX, we have EDSA, CAVL, KAVL, ETTX, and then Prague is continuing to run. RLX, I'll be watching that. I can take that one off of here. Obviously, the market is quite a bit up. I'll go over that in just a moment here. Somebody says to look at Sava. Let's take a look. Nope, nothing going on there. And then net continues to run. Oh, OLB. All right, let's see. Oh, yes. Good. So we do have something to put in place of here. Oh, so that just happened. Okay. OLB spike from 5 to 7, like just now. I'll switch that with ICLK over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, watching OLB. Yeah, that reminds me, I've got to boot up my high frequency setup. Okay. How's Disney? Is it going to be up or down? Everything's going up today. So that's what you can kind of expect. Today looks pretty good. Actually, not for Disney necessarily, but most tech is going up. How am I feeling about coin today? Okay, we'll go over the general market in just a second here. All right, got to boot up this computer for the high frequency trading. So looks like SPY, while that's booting up, looks like SPY, the S&P 500 is way up. We're having like an exceptional rebound. Once it cracked through 445 and bounced off that yesterday, the S&P 500 and the entire stock market having a really nice follow through right now. And same on industrials and same on tech. In fact, tech is way up. So tech across the board is quite a bit up. Let me take a look at Apple really quick and see how that looks. Yeah, Apple closed at 146.80 yesterday. It hit 147.80 approximately in pre-market. So, yep, it is also doing really good. So tech is some of the best sectors right now, but really it's up across the board. Oil is down a smidge, but overall still up on lately. $82.6 a gallon. I mean, a barrel. You can get about 21 gallons of oil of gasoline refined from oil. So 82 dollars right now, and that's good for the market. And let me zoom out on that just a little bit and see if I can tell you. Yeah, we're way up on oil. Yeah. So that's really good for the market. And everything's up across the board. That's good for the market. Tech is way up. So that's great for growth in tech stocks. Um, Rates are trending up. So that may not be so good overall. But with everything being up the way it is, should be able to hold. uh, what's hot this morning in small caps or in, well, just anything that's popping is Watts, WATT, but it has been fading since the high all morning, so it is unlikely to break through. Prague right now just did, as a matter of fact, while we were talking. Prague, PROG. If you want to get in that, you can get in that for 15 cents of risk. Stop at 315. Prague continuing to go. I know Jackson, I think you're in that. So Prague, PROG, seems to be very hot at the moment. OLB, we'll keep an eye on it, but it just popped way, way, way up. Can somebody get me the news on OLB? I think Patrick or Todd or anybody. If you can tell me what just happened on OLB, that helps. I'll just let everybody know. Everybody wants to know. Oh, they're adding miners. Okay, very good. And Bitcoin is holding at 62,000, almost 63,000. Is that right? Well, pulled back from a 63,000 high overnight. Today, BITO, B-I-T-O, the futures ETF for Bitcoin, will be opening. And really, that's not going to change Bitcoin much other than bring it a little bit of popularity, a little bit. It's just like it's just like a tiny bit, a fraction of further exposure. But really, that's just, futures are just like a horse race or a horse track gambling operation, where you can bet in a side alley on something that's going on. Bitcoin, whatever goes on in BITO, doesn't affect Bitcoin. None of the money that people put into BITO goes to Bitcoin. And in fact, you should not invest in BITO. It is a futures-based product, ETF, which just allows you to day trade or take a quick swing trade on it, because the futures that it's based on have contango and backwardation. So you do not want to invest in BITO. You'll just, it's like those oil ETFs, if you've ever seen them. They go from 150,000 down to like nothing on the chart. That's what BITO is. It's a futures ETF. So based on that, I think that possibly today Bitcoin's going to sell off because there's really nothing that BITO can do further for Bitcoin other than come out. And so that's it. The hype ran up to where it ran up, and then BITO is going to IPO today. And it's not going to move anything around. There's not going to be any market cap going over to Bitcoin through BITO or anything like that. And so I think that anyone anyone who's sensible is probably going to just now sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. So this is it. There's nothing further after this. In other words, BITO comes out, there's good stuff. It's good. It's good for Bitcoin, but this BITO doesn't do anything other than what everyone felt hyped up about it was going to do. And now that's today it came out. So it's over. So at the beginning, that's why buy the rumor, sell the news works. So I think possibly that there's going to be a sell-off in Bitcoin starting today. But I will say this, that of all the people who bought into Bitcoin over the last 3 weeks during this big run-up, 2 weeks, some of them will stay. So we're going to see some sell-off, but not all the way back to where we started. So it was a little bit of a boost, right? So boom, and it's going to come down a little bit and retrace somewhat. Let's say 50% of people just stay in. Then it will retrace 50% back to where we started based on market cap. And then from there, perhaps in a few weeks from now or in a month, we'll see another run to come and retest 63. So I think that's what the future is holding for us on Bitcoin. What'd you say, Carl? Great way to day trade it without gas fees, though. Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But there's another Bitcoin ETF anyway, isn't there? I think so. It's I don't know. Maybe some of you know what it is. There's a Bitcoin ETF out there. So RLX hold or sell. I think that one was I think hold it. You got to worry around $7 on RLX. If it can pop and break over 7.36, if it can, then it's going to run even further. But make sure you take some profits. It's not as cut and dry as hold or sell. Make sure you take 10% of profits or 20% of profits if you're holding RLX. If it gets near 7, that'll be good. So, all right, and then EDSA fading and fading. So we'll watch that. But IFRX is holding. IFRX seems a bit strong. Let me take a look at what we have for congestion on that. We are at almost 324 on that. Yeah, it's had recent congestion. In May, we were here in May, so I don't think IFRX is really going to happen today either. It looks like Apple and tech is buckling over right now a little bit. That's okay, a little market pullback before the push. That's fine. We have 16 minutes until the market opens. I'm going to put Prague front and center because Prague is really happening right now. Did you guys get into that Prague? Looks like it's holding. TROW is up, you say? All right, let's take a look. Do I believe the Be Big story? Oh, man, if I went with what I believe, I should just close my eyes, go to sleep, and trade the fairy tale market. I don't trade what I believe. I don't gamble. I make probability guesses, at best. But I examine, the statistical history of things. Don't ask me what I believe when it comes to the stock market. You don't want to be trading on belief. Definitely not. You guys. That was an honest question somebody asked, and that is the honest answer. I'm way up. I'm a billionaire on the fairy tale market. It's whoo. Do you think Apple is going to go higher this week? Okay, so I look at that, and then you got to understand that I'm just going to give you a probability. Yes. Probabilistic answer is yes. But it's not what I think. It's just that's what it looks like. Everybody knows that who can analyze charts. So I'm glad to help you figure out that Apple's probably going to go up. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that it is going to go up. You understand the difference? It's probably going to go up. The market is a stochastic environment, statistics. So everything's a probability. Coin Yeah, it's breaking out of an important pivot that it put in a little bit ago, 293, breaking over 300. So yeah, maybe coin runs today. I'll put that in the bottom right corner here. Yep, and there it goes. In fact, it was just a couple minutes ago. Coin wants to run as well. You want to get into coin on the day trade. It's probably a good idea to wait for it to pull back and then get in. Otherwise, right now you'd have to get in for $10 of risk, which would mean you'd need $20 of gain for it to hit 320 in order just to make a 2-for-1 reward to risk ratio. What are we doing with Prague? Well, I just told everybody to get in around 315, 330, I think it was, with a stop at 315 for 15 cents of risk. Those of you following along the options selling, I've got $347 of theta that's going to just drop on me this morning. Just boop, just right at the open, boom. That's going to come right into those trades that I opened up yesterday. So that'll be cool. And then from there, we'll see if everything can stay flying inside of those boundaries. Basically we're setting up the boundaries, seeing if it can stay flying right inside there. Yes, can be. I mean, I've got them nailed pretty much right now. Look at snap, and these white marks are my boundaries, right? And where is it? It's right in the center. I mean, you couldn't have nailed it better. And then Boeing, same thing. It's right here, right in the center. Very well, very well. We're driving really well here along the road. DraftKings, right in the center. And then Intel. Intel's the one that's a little bit higher and closer to my upper strike, but I do have a lot of buffer room, and it has a ton of congestion up there. I think that it's going to easily reject off of that. NEO, somebody wants me to take a look at NEO, of course. What's up with NEO lately? Look, if NEO can get above 41, maybe 42. If NEO can get above 42, that's significant. That'll be a short-term reversal that we can trade. Right now, this could just be a pullback in a downtrend. MRVL, it continues to go up. MRVL is looking great, to looks like invest in. You guys over on TikTok, make sure you click the link in my bio. So go over to my profile, click the link in my bio to come join us and join our members today in day trading the markets. We'll be day trading the markets in 12 minutes when we shut down the TikTok stream. So right now you may want to get prepared and click the link in my bio and come on over to join our trading community if you want to day trade with us all morning. It's a lot of fun. Hundreds of members, over 400 members. And so you can click the link in my bio to come check that out. I'm just the tip of the iceberg. We have a couple other lead trader analysts in there and swing trade alerts and trade alerts for you. Just click the link in my bio to find out more. All right. Prague having a little bit of a pullback right now. So that's going to be good, though. We need a little pullback so we can create a healthy risk point here. And over on coin, we're going to wait for that as well. A little bit of an inflection out. Corsair, somebody asked for Corsair. Corsair, after a great debut and push all the way up to 50 earlier this year, it was about a year ago now, still continuing to fade out. Fade. We're back down to 24.82 after cracking the 25 level of support, and it just keeps dropping and keeps dropping. So that's the future of Corsair, continuing to dwindle until that changes. One day that will change, perhaps. It looks like Watt has found its base. If anybody wants to get in now, it would be a higher risk, lower probability, earlier entry, higher reward, potentially trade. Watt basing. And if it breaks 2.55, you would get out, but you can get in for 2.61 right now. So 5 cents a risk. That's super. Great. 5 or 10 cents of risk, depending on if you can think you're going to get out around 2.5. Same thing on IFRX, a nice basis formed. So you can get into that for about 10 cents of risk right now. Again, a little bit of a higher risk entry, earlier, higher risk entry, lower probability, but with a higher reward to risk ratio. So you would be paid off handsomely if it works out. And then if you have to cut it, you use the 1% rule in order to make sure you don't lose more than 1% on your portfolio on any one trade. Do I feel that Bitcoin will pull back? Yes, that is my thesis on it. It looks like NET, N-E-T, finally turning red. Tracked off may have his day after all. You could try and short NET. It's easy to borrow. Whatever platform you're on, NET, shorting shares on NET will not be a problem. And it looks like that may be the way it's going to go. It just cracked 181 and is falling. If you've never shorted stocks before, don't do it. Practice on paper first. But there is an opportunity there on net. It's extremely extended, as you all know. And looks like it may be struggling to open up and over yesterday's close. Not the greatest of signs. The stop for the short would be the top, 182.80. And so right now it's 179.50. So it's like $3 of risk. Okay? Yeah, Dondrell, you can handle that. Now remember to do $3 of risk. So take 1% of your portfolio, whatever that is. Now divide that by the 3. That's going to tell you how many shares you can do here. I already know that's like 180 shares for you, something like that. So you're all set. Don't overcommit yourself on these things. Don't just guess. Yeah, you can use puts for short, but I don't recommend it because then you can't take partial profits. You can't add to a position. You can't go in granular or get out granular. You just have to like take major like oh fuck moments. I don't recommend that. Good morning, Brienne. No, I don't know when Beto goes live today. But if it's like every other IPO, somewhere around 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. should be happening. Where can you buy? 90% of all traders lose money. That is correct. Just remember that, the 90-90-90 rule. Go look it up, 90-90-90 rule. Actual factual information taken from brokerage accounts, a study of brokerage accounts. 90% of new traders lose 90% of their money within the first 90 days. All right, and the reason for that, lack of mentorship. Make sure you click the link in my bio in order to come join my trading room so that you can learn how to do it right. I've been trading for 25 years. Click the link in my bio and come join the winning traders. We have 400 traders in our group. Click the link in my bio in order to come trade with us. The first thing I'm going to tell you is don't trade with real money. Trade with paper money. That is, simulated trading. And I'll tell you what platforms to go on. And I'm going to keep you as safe as I can. And we're going to build you up to be a monster trader. Just click the link in my bio. Oh, man. Somebody asked me, why would I want competition? Oh, man. There is so much room on the stock market. It's it's infinite. The more money people put into the stock market, the more money there is to trade. So there's really no downside to bringing more people into this world, into this universe. And it's not a competition thing. One trader doesn't hoard one particular trade. It doesn't work that way. Everybody eats here on the stock market. Yeah, that makes sense. What you said, I know, in a lot of other domains, but man, no, the stock market is so liquid. We do not have to worry about that. I mean, it'd be like trying to teach somebody to be a better carpenter. It'd be like carpentry. Like, am I really worried about competition in that point? I mean, there's just such a demand for it. You see what I mean? Yeah. Yes. How long would you say would be wise to paper trade for? a lot of professionals coming out now through this system and mentorship and coming through the right way, and paper trading at first traded for roughly 10 months. They almost have all very similar story. 10 months of day in, day out trading, studying all night, weekends, you know what I'm saying? So 10 months seems to be like the typical package. 10 months of paper trading, and then you're ripe to actually handle real money trading. All right, yeah. What's my analysis on Tesla? Tesla's doing great. I'm waiting for it to go to the 900. I called 900, like 2 months ago, a month ago. And so technically, some people are in that swing trade. Somebody asked me how much is my own mentorship. I mean, I do offer private lessons, but first, just join our trading community. That's like step one. And so just click the link in my bio and come on over there. And then, we'll work our way up to, first of all, I can refer lots of good books to you, lots of good videos, and then we'll work our way up to, video lessons and all that kind of stuff. And then when you're ready, when I feel you're ready, when you feel you're ready, we could do private lessons, no problem. But let's start at the beginning. So just click the link in my bio if you like to start. If you like to get good at this, it's a journey. This might be something that seems perfect for you. That happens for some people, and for that, I definitely highly recommend that you start under some kind of a mentor, if not multiple mentors. That's perfectly fine. So click the link in my bio to get that journey started, and would love to meet you, and we'll all love to meet you. Your brokerage says Beto is halted. Yeah, that's just the way they'll show up. These IPOs will show up as halted normally. That's totally normal. It just means it's sort of like they're ready and waiting. No, if you want book recommendations, look, here's a link right here. Here's my favorite books. Thanks for asking. No, that's not the case. Here, look, right there. There you go. That link I just posted. Those are my best book recommendations right there. It looks like Beto is set to open around 41. Coin fading all the way back from 305 to 300. See, so that's why we got to see if we can get a different rally and risk number out of these. Same thing's happening on EDSA, Watt. You have to cut out of that Watt base. If you got in for 5 cents of risk, you got to cut out of your Watt base. If you got in for 10 cents of risk, you're good till 2.5. IFRX crapped out. Base was broken down. Exit. Prague, we're pulling back. Let's see if we can run when the market opens. And if so, then at 334, currently you'd be able to get in for 10 cents of risk. That's nice. You'd be able to get a lot of shares, make a good click of money. Like let's say Prague goes up 40 cents and you got in for 10 cents of risk, you already can pre-calculate that's 4R on your portfolio, 4% of your portfolio in return. Fixed time trading? I've never heard of that. Fixed time trading? I've never heard of that. Sounds like a fad. Be careful of that. There's so many different things out there to do, and it all comes back to just, buying and selling. All comes back to the simple stuff. All right, we're going to start trading in 25 seconds. Thank you, everybody on TikTok and elsewhere for the morning show. Here comes the market open in 17 seconds. So we're ready to trade. Our members. Silver is popping, says Catherine, or Kathy, or Catharbro. And we'll take a quick look at Roku in a second here, Dylan. But yep, here we go. All right. We want to hear that bring sound. Remember that? Or maybe it reverted. I don't know. I'm hearing pings, but want to hear